Will you be my Valentine? Oh my god, yes? Okay, I guess we're spending Valentine's Day together. Isn't that so easy? And yet dating seems to be so complicated.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine living life with the noose and...
Goodbye, darlings. Or rather, hello and welcome to the Goodbye Darling podcast. Today, I'm talking about dating and how freaking annoying it is. I hope you enjoy the fit. We have coffee in my cute little tulip cup. Isn't this just so cute? I really love it, honestly. It's so cute. I'm drinking out of a straw. Sorry, I'm drinking out of a straw because it's cold. It's iced coffee. And, well, you know, I don't want my teeth to be cold, okay? I have sensitive teeth. Let's get all cozy, shall we? If this is the first episode of the podcast you are watching, basically this podcast is all about me talking about things that unequivocally piss me off. And today, as I said, we're going to be talking about dating. So this is the Valentine's Day special. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. This will technically be coming out after Valentine's Day, the day after Valentine's Day, but it's still the Valentine's Day special, you know? I have a couple points I want to hit in this episode. We got a few things on the roster for today. First, I'm going to be talking about my relationship. If you didn't know, I am engaged. I'm going to be talking a little bit about me and my partner when we met. So if you guys have already heard about that kind of stuff, you can skip forward to the next section. But if you would like to hear about it, I'll be talking about it. Then I'm going to be talking about my biggest pet peeves when witnessing my friends dating. As someone who is in a relationship, a very good relationship, in my opinion, you know, a really good relationship for me personally and for my partner. But witnessing my friends dating is the most excruciating pain in the whole world. And I feel like my queer girls will really get this one because it's even worse. Like, it was even worse when I was younger because I would like see my female friends date these dicks and I would be like, it's the Dove Cameron, right? It's the I could be a better boyfriend than him, right? Anyways, we'll be going into that. Then my biggest pet peeves when I was dating. See, little caveat here. I never really dated. And context, I got together with my now partner, my now fiance, when we were 15. And we were friends before that. And now we are 21. So we've been together for a long time. Together for 6 years. And yeah, so it's been a while. It's been a while since I have dated personally. And even then, he was my first official partner. But I did things, okay? I did have little situationships, little mutual crushes. I was 14. I was 13 and 14. So like, we'll get into that. So my biggest pet peeves from when I was trying to date, ? I'm also a weird perspective on this because I've also never been the type to be like, ugh, I need a relationship. And then turns out I met my partner very young and then ended up being with him for a long time. And for the foreseeable future, we will be together. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I hope you guys pick up what I'm putting down with that is like, I am going to be talking about what, you know, I hated about dating and why I didn't want to date. I didn't want to date because I tried once and it sucked. And I didn't want to date after that. And then I met Gabriel. Okay, I met Gabriel Lancaster, my love. And he is my best friend and also my fiance. So, I get a lot of questions about my sexuality. I have it in the comments of every single video though. So I don't know why y'all keep asking. I'm bisexual. My definition of bisexual is men, women, and everything in between. But I do put bisexual / queer because I call myself queer, I think, more often than I call myself bisexual. Because, again, I would listen. I would date someone that's non-binary. I would date someone who's gender fluid. I would date someone who's trans. First of all, I don't understand this transphobia in bisexuality that exists sometimes. I think it's not nearly as prevalent anymore. But like, why the hell do we have to clarify that we would date someone who's trans? If you're trans, you're the gender that you say you are. I'm sorry. That's my belief, at least. If you're a trans man or a trans woman, cool. I would date you just like any other man or woman. I don't understand I don't get that. But hey, that's me. Okay. Anyways, so then I'm going to be talking about toxic Valentine's Day culture. Okay. I think the culture around Valentine's Day, especially with straight presenting couples, is baffling to me. I don't understand. I don't get it. I think it is so toxic. First of all, Valentine's Day is just a capitalistic holiday, right? Most holidays are in this society. But like, especially Valentine's Day, because like, it's like you're a bad partner if you don't go all out on Valentine's Day. And I just think that's stupid. But we're going to be talking about that. Then I'm going to be talking about my celebrity crushes, okay? I'm going to be talking about my celebrity crushes. We got a roster here, honestly, of celebrity crushes. And hi, none of you are going to see this, but hi, everybody, see this. Love you. Anyways, and then for the after show, we're going to do 2 before, but then for the after show as well. And if there's anything we don't get to on this list, we'll also be doing that in the after show. Basically, I have a Patreon after show after the podcast. It is available if you guys want to check it out, but there's no pressure. So let's check my YouTube post, because I asked you guys to give me fuck, marry, kills, and it's at the end, so hopefully I get some good ones before the end of the podcast. I literally just posted this. Like, who am I? I'm also going to ask the Discord, the Patreon Discord, because I think y'all will really pop off. Let me know in, sorry about this, guys, general. There we go. Quick Darlings, think fast. I need some fuck, marry, kill trios for the newest podcast episode. You got me. Let me know in general chat. Okay, cool. Oh my God, I have so many notifications. Guys, I can't be looking at my phone right now. I literally just need to look at my notes app where I have my notes for this episode, because I can't, okay? I'm working on a really fun Valentine's Day project. You guys have already seen it on the audio channel, right? And it is very much inspired by A Date with Markiplier. You guys have already seen it, so I can't spoil anything. Go watch it. Don't watch, yeah, I'm not going to spoil like what happens in it. But like, I haven't told you guys like anything about it. I'm going to say basic things, right? So like, you can watch this, then go and watch the Valentine's Day special if you haven't already. It's called A Date with Izumi Audio, right? It's inspired by A Date with Markiplier. Very loosely inspired by A Date with Markiplier. And it is kind of a very chaotic, like ARG kind of style date audio role play. It's really, it's different. It's different. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, or enjoy it if you haven't seen it yet. I don't know how you guys are gonna like it. I don't know how it's gonna do, but it's very much just something I thought would be really fun to make. So that's why we're doing it. And it's been a really fun opportunity which one of the notifications I got was from the artist who's making the artwork for it, which means we finally have official Izumi Audio OC art. I'm so stoked. Okay, we're about to get some vibes. Okay, profile photo will be replaced, because come on, guys, we got official Izumi Audio OC art. Okay, which if you don't know what an OC is, it's an original character, by the way. And I have an OC, I guess is what you would call it. Yeah, that is what you would call it, for my gaming channel, Izumi, because I have like a PNG tuber for my gaming channel, right? She has elf ears, bright pink hair, black little dress. She's very like cutesy goth vibe, right? And now finally, after years, we are having official art of Izumi Audio. Like her vibe, right? Because her name's Izumi. It's like alternate reality Izumis. It's almost like the inverse Izumi, right? Rather than the pink hair, she's going to have black hair with pink highlights. She's going to have bright pink eyes instead of the blue. It's gonna be a vibe. She's a lot more sultry. You guys get the vision, right? You guys get the vision. Anyways, so welcome to this episode. So quickly about my relationship. I will be putting chapters in this episode and probably for the foreseeable future for episodes, so you guys can skip around if you guys aren't interested in certain segments on the podcast. By the way, thank you guys for all the love on the podcast. It has been doing pretty good, and so thank you guys for that. If there's any sponsors that want to reach out, I have a really strong community, okay? And if it's anything relating to queerness or self-love, oh, this would be a great product placement for like a pleasure toy, right? Is that just me? I feel like this would be great placement for that. There's also one specific company, I'm not gonna say their name because I want them to sponsor me, but they are specifically like very queer friendly adult toys. I should totally get a sponsorship. Maybe next year for Valentine's Day, we'll do that. Am I manifesting that? I think so. This is going to be a big manifestation year for me. I have so much to yap about. Guys, I put the time to like outline what I'm going to be talking about, and then I just go on tangents real quick before we talk about my relationship. I'm really like letting myself just like believe in myself this year. And I kind of had a misconception about manifestation for a really long time. And I'm realizing that now. I thought manifestation was you like, if you don't actually do it, then you didn't manifest correctly. That's not how it works. Manifestation, at least the way that I like to practice nowadays, is purely based on self-belief and letting that fuel you into doing what the universe needs you to do what you want to do in life. Does that make sense? So like law of attraction, if you think about things enough and you put them out into the universe and you look out for ways to get them and you work hard to get them, it will happen. It's removing the fear of failure is like the best way I can put it. That's how I like to practice. There's a million ways to do everything, right? You can manifest however you like to manifest, but I found myself going into the OCD category. And I say that from I see so many people who are diagnosed OCD. I am not diagnosed OCD. I don't think I'm OCD. So I'm not trying to claim that or anything. But I've seen so many people that have OCD being like, yeah, I thought I was manifesting bad shit happening because I wouldn't do the things my OCD wanted me to do. And so I was like really on the brink of that. I was on the brink of like thinking I created my reality to a fault, that everything bad that happened, I did to myself. And that's not fair to do to yourself. That's not fair to think about. So yeah. Anyways, but this is the year of fun manifestation. This is the year of putting things out there and reaching for the stars and not giving myself a time limit, just believing in myself, right? My life has done some really cool shit. Like I am really proud of a lot of things I've done, and I know I'm just going to be more and more proud. And with the manifestation year comes appreciation, because if you're not appreciating where you are right now, this is going to come and go so quickly that you never took the time to appreciate the good you had. And I feel like that's just so sad. I feel like you should appreciate the moment. I feel like you should appreciate the time you do have and the positives of where you're at currently, and that'll make it where you're even more ecstatic as new good things come and are attracted to you, right? Anyways, I could do a whole episode on manifestation, on how manifestation can be really toxic, but then there's a good way and bad way to do manifestation, right? But it's different for everyone. And that's a big thing. So maybe I shouldn't do a full episode about this. Maybe I shouldn't, because I know that if I heard what I'm saying right now when I was peak, like kind of like driving myself crazy manifesting, because I thought that like bad things I was manifesting too, I would have rolled my eyes. And so like, I don't even know if me talking about it would be helpful, or if it would be like people would have the confirmation bias of like, well, she just doesn't get it. you know? Well, you don't have a million subscribers, so like you're not manifesting correctly, you know? Like, even though that's not how it works. But anyways, however you want to manifest is what you need to do, and just make sure you're not damaging your mental or physical health with anything you do. And that includes manifesting. Anyways, my relationship, after the 2 other tangents I went on, I think, was that 2 or 1? I don't know. So, I'm engaged. Here's my little ring. I love it so much. It is so pretty. It is alexandrite, and it's a cut of alexandrite that goes right between where it goes from blue to green. So the top is very green and the bottom's really bluey purple. And I love that. I love it. It's very dainty. It's very ethereal. It's very fey. That's what I want for my jewelry, right? I like gothic jewelry, and I like fey, kind of ethereal jewelry. So he did very good. My partner and I, as I said earlier, we met when we were we started dating when we were 15. We met when I was 14, he was 15. We're like 6 months apart or 7 months apart or something like that, right? We're very close in age. Actually, we're 5 months apart. July, August, September, October, November. We're 4 months apart. I can math. Don't worry about me. We're 4 months apart. So very close in age, right? So like I was 14, he was 15, but it was like literally like the beginning of the month I turned 15. So basically 15 is when we met. He auditioned as a voice actor for a series I was doing on my gaming channel, where I had a full voice acted series, right? I still do these. As some of you may know, I do, I kind of make like little mini shows or movies in video games. Specifically, I do it a lot in Minecraft, as well as I've tried doing it in the past in The Sims. Sims is really fun, but I'm just very new to it. So I don't know what I'm doing, and I want to do it more, but like I don't know what I'm doing. So I need to like learn more about that. But I also do like general gaming content on that channel as well. But like that for a long time was like all I did, was just these Minecraft cinematic shows, right? And we met through that. He auditioned for a show called Internet Crush. It was going to be a movie, and he did not get the love interest. He auditioned for the love interest because at that point it was a male love interest because I was not out yet. Now it's a female love interest. It's a sapphic romance now because like it came out. I rebranded it. If you don't know the lore, it's kind of confusing, but I'm trying my best to kind of give like a general, right? A general like basic information that you need to understand, right? Also, by the way, guys, this dress has pockets. Windsor. What can I say? I've been kind of obsessed recently. Windsor. Sponsor me. Anyways, I would love to do I would love to do a shopping haul from Windsor. Did you see that Izumi now has Tar Yummy merch? Anyways, okay. So he auditioned for my show at 15. I was also 15, or as 14, I was 15, whatever. He got casted as my best friend. Okay. He got casted as my best friend character, which is really funny. Cause he is my best friend, but he's also now my fiance. So we chatted in a cold read call. So I wanted to read through a couple scenes with the whole cast, in preparation for the official lines to be sent out, right? So we're doing the cold read call. I meet him. He is really sweet and super charming. And I was with one of my best friends at the time, and also now, like one of my best friends. We have been friends for a really long time. Some of you may know them. But we were talking after the cold read. After it was literally just me, my best friend, and Gabe, my now fiance. And we all were just kind of chatting, having a really fun time talking. Then we were like up super late. Then finally we're like, okay, we're gonna get off for the night. Me and my best friend got on a private call and we started yapping, right? Because I really liked him, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's really sweet. Like I really like him. Like I'm excited to get to know him, you know? Not like I wasn't trying to be like, oh my God, I'm going to date him. I was excited to be his friend, right? Genuinely. And my best friend was like, yeah, he seems super sweet, blah, blah, blah. then we just started talking about our lives, show stuff, whatever. Because she was a like co-director as well as a voice actor in my show. Then fast forward, it is my birthday and I'm playing online with two of my friends. I streamed every year on my birthday growing up, like from the ages of 13 to 12, I'd say actually 12 to like 15, maybe 16. I streamed 12 to 16. I streamed every year on my birthday. And even then, when I was 17, I think I streamed on my birthday too. But it was on Twitch instead of YouTube. It kind of crazy. This was the first year I didn't stream on my birthday. Like as in like when I turned 21 last November. So I was streaming on my birthday with two of my guy friends, okay? And me and one of my guy friends. So my best friend that I was talking about earlier, we had a running joke that we were dating. A young queer girl is like, it always happens. It always happens. We had a joke that we were dating, and he thought that her and I were dating. Okay, Gabe thought that her and I were dating at one point. Then I'm on stream with my two guy friends, and shout out to y'all, I guess. If you know who you are, you know who you are, you know? I don't want to name drop anyone just in case they don't want to be talked about, but like, if you know, you know. Then I'm streaming with my two guy friends, and one of these guy friends, I had the name work husband on and he played my love interest, I'm pretty sure. He played my love interest. I had the label work husband as his like nickname on the Discord because he was in everything I did. And like we constantly talked. We were very close. Like honestly, like I haven't talked with him in so long. Wish him the best. I hope he's doing great. So I had my work wife and my work husband, and literally like I used to do streams where it was like I queer baited because I was queer and wanted to be dating women, but I wasn't out yet. Listen, I was 14. I hope y'all understand. Anyways, so then all that being said, so am I poly? Am I like, what's going on? Gabe joins chat, right? And he's like asking, he's like, hey, like how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And he realizes while I'm streaming that this is the guy labeled work husband that I like playing with and like playing video games with. And he was like, oh, like I know this now. I didn't know this at the time, but he was like, who is she dating? Who the hell is she dating? And I was very flirty. I still am. I'm a very naturally flirty person, okay? I like flirting. I think flirting is fun. And I never mean anything by it, okay? It's like a jokey flirt, right? It's mainly joking. Unless you are one of my chosen few people that you know it's like a little real, okay? It's a lot of real with my fiance. And this is all cool with my fiance, by the way. Let me just say that. We think that joke flirting is like fair game and funny because we know nothing is actually going to happen. Okay? Just want to say that. So he's like trying to put together the pieces, the puzzle pieces in his head of like, who the hell is Izumi? Because that's my name online, right? Dating. Picked that name when I was 11, by the way. Listen, I didn't mean to Asian fish or anything. I picked that name when I was 11. And a weeb. I still am, but it's okay. So then him and I, after that, because I think he figured out during that stream, I think if I'm remembering correctly, he figured out during that stream that I was joking about both of the relationships I was in, okay? He figured out during that stream that I was joking. So then him and I start talking more and more. And he really wants to talk to me. He's like reaching out to me all the time. And I, being the literally like fresh 15-year-old bisexual, like just really, there's a useless bisexual in both departments person I was, because I fake flirted with so many of my friends. I couldn't tell when someone actually meant it. He actually meant it. So we start talking more and more, and there came a point where we called every single night for a whole week. And by the end of that week, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And it was really cute. And from there, we have talked every single day since. And we've seen each other almost every single day since. And we were long distance for 2.5 years. Fast forward a couple months, 3 months later, we met in person for the first time in New Orleans, because it was kind of a midpoint for us, because I'm in Florida, he was in Texas. So we kind of met in the middle in Louisiana. And then he moved to me at 18. I was still 17, obviously, because a couple months difference. Then when I was 18, we moved out into our own place. My parents were really, really, really amazing and let him live with me and them when he turned 18, because of there were like multiple things, right, that like made it work the way it did. And my parents love him like a son, truly. So like they trust him so completely. And yeah, so we moved out into an apartment when we were 18, and then we got cats, Rory and Raven, a couple months later when we were both, not a couple months later, but like, I'd say a year later, we got cats. Yeah, about a year later, a little under a year later, we got cats, like 10 months later. We got Rory and Raven, my babies. And then fast forward, I think a year, something like that. Hold on. It's 2025. 2023. I'm 21. 2019. Okay. Fast forward a couple months later, not a year later, a couple months later, Gabe proposes to me. Now, this was baffling to me because we had talked about marriage since the beginning of our relationship. We were not dating to date. We were dating with intentions to marry. We didn't want to waste our time on a frivolous relationship if we weren't both locked in, right? Because it's a lot of heartache for no payoff if we didn't do it with the intention to marry each other. And so that was just what we decided from the very beginning. We were like, if we don't see ourselves working like in a marriage one day, we'll just call it off and just be friends again. It's kind of how we pitched it to ourselves. And he proposed. It actually, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of him proposing. We wanted to take our engagement really slow. He proposed about 2 years before I thought he was going to propose. He was like, oh yeah, I'll probably propose around like 21, 22, probably, which is now where we are, right? We're both 21. He's going to be 22 in a couple months. And it's been 2 years since we got engaged. So he proposed because the ring came in really early and he knew I wouldn't expect it. And how we saw us getting engaged is a step up of our commitment to one another, but not at all like, okay, now we are tied down and can't do anything with our lives. Marriage is not that to us. Marriage is very much a tax write-off, and us just saying to the world and ourselves that we're forever. That's it. It's nothing religious to us. It's nothing like, I guess, like, okay, now we have to settle down. No. And we're taking our time when it comes to the wedding, by the way. It's kind of crazy because we've been engaged for 2 years, together for 6 years. Like, are we going to be engaged for 6 years before we get married? Who knows? We might have an equal amount of time. We were engaged and dating before we get married. We are not rushing things. We are taking our time. We are young. We are youthful. We are traveling. We are doing whatever the fuck we want, right? We just happen to also have the title of fiance, right? Instead of boyfriend and girlfriend, which feels more right. Boyfriend and girlfriend feels weird now, which is weird because fiance felt really weird when it first happened. But anyways, So that's the story of Gabe and I. We are incredibly happy. We're both a little fruity. Me, a lot fruity, I guess. And we both love each other. And yeah, that's kind of that. We now live in a house. We moved into a house together. End of last year. Yes, end of last year. And yeah, we're chilling. There will be no real babies anytime soon, and there will not be a wedding anytime soon. So, anyways, next topic. Now we're going to be talking about my biggest pet peeves in witnessing my friends dating. So, just to get a few off my chest immediately. I fucking hate this. Okay, anyways, get a few off my chest. When they date or defend their boyfriends being sexist dicks. Hot take. Don't date someone who's sexist. Is it really that hard? Also date anyone who's homophobic. Don't date anyone who's transphobic. I can fix him. You can't fix transphobia, girl. I'm so sorry. You can't fix homophobia, girl. You can't fix that shit once you're in a relationship. I'm sorry. I like my significant other's brains to not be damaged, okay? Okay. I don't want them fucking idiots up here, okay? And I don't mean like, you know what I mean by that. To be transphobic, to be homophobic, to be sexist means you are uneducated. Anyways, next. When I feel unsafe when they're alone with that person. If I feel unsafe with you being alone with your significant other, bitch, find another significant other. I should not be worrying about your safety when you're with this person. Hot take. I don't think I should feel like I have to watch your location and check up on you to make sure he didn't kill your ass. These are big ones, okay? Like, I know y'all probably expected, like, when they're a car guy. No. I think there's so many different types of people, with so many different types of interests, with so many types of beliefs, with so many types of things, right? But I can't put aside these things. These things hurt me when my friends are dating people like this, okay? Next one is less of a biggest pet peeves witnessing my friends dating, but more so biggest pet peeves witnessing my friends. When people in general, not even just my friends, not many of my friends complained about this, by the way, because we sexy bitches. That's not why, but because we are confident in ourselves and we don't need someone else to complete us. My cat just rubbed against the tripod. Come here. Mommy. No. Mommy. Okay, bye. She does not want to be on camera, apparently. That's okay. I don't exploit my children. Hot take. I don't exploit my children. Exploiting children's bad. And that's live by that, right? When people complain about being single, it sends me up the fucking wall. And I know I should not be one to talk because I'm in a successful relationship that I've been in since I was literally 15, freshman year of high school. Okay? I get that. I understand that. But it is infuriating to me. Even before I started dating Gabe, it was infuriating to me when people would just complain about not being with someone. If you can't be good on your own, bro, you're not going to be good in a relationship. If you need someone, someone, not want someone, need someone to complete you, you got to figure out why you need completing. Okay? What is missing in here? What is missing in here? What is missing in here that you need fixed? Therapy, self-love, going on walks, touch grass. I don't know. Do something. And now, shh. This is not to all my individuals in the comments that are like, oh, I'm so single. Or like, oh, I'm delusional for listening to this. First of all, you're not. Let yourself enjoy things. Let yourself enjoy fuzzy little romance. You're not gonna sit there. I mean, you might actually. Never mind. People do this. I never did this when I was single. Again, it's just the type of person I am. Sit there and are like watching a rom-com or something and are like, oh, I'm so single. I guess people do indeed do that. But like, don't beat yourself up. Like, you can make jokes. I'm just asking you not to beat yourself up and actually like throw fits about it. You know? That's when it's concerning to me personally, just a little. And also it just gets really annoying when friends, I don't have friends like this anymore, but I did. When friends just continually talk about how, once I'm in a relationship, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I need to get in a relationship because blah, 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 blah. You need therapy. You need self-love. Don't knock over my tripod, please, Rory. Rory, come here. Rory is literally at the foot of my tripod right now. Rory, come here. Come here. Come here. No. We're moving the tripod. Hi. You guys are so much closer to me now. This is a little invasive. I need you closer though, because if you're not, I'm scared that she's going to literally like knock you over. Skinny legend. She's knocking you over with a little headbutt, you know? Let's grab some coffee, okay? We need a palate cleanser. For all my audio listeners out there, I think you can put two and two together what just happened. My cat was knocking my camera. So, those are my main pet peeves when it comes to my friends dating. But also, like, more general pet peeves. When they complain about their relationship and they say something so nonchalant, that's, like, really concerning. When they make a joke about something that's, like, that shouldn't be a joke. That should be, like, an actual, like, are you safe? Blink twice, you know? Or, like, are you sure you don't hate your partner? Are you sure you don't hate them? Like, guys, it's not cool to hate your partner. If you hate your partner, get a new one. I'm sorry. Is that controversial to say? Like, I know multiple people in my life that, like, hate their significant others. And I'm like, why are you still dating them then? Like, it's not people close to me because I would say some shit. I can't bite my tongue, by the way. If you're a friend coming to me and complaining about your relationship, I'm yapping to you a lot about what is wrong. And that means I love you. That means I care about you and want the best for you. I'm not going to say every time, like, if you say, but Izzie, I'm happy, I'm going to drop it. But if you're talking to me casually about your significant other and you drop something that's like really like concerning, I'm going to say something because I love you and I want you to live your best life and not be in toxic relationships. You know, everyone deserves non-toxic relationships. Think about your kids one day. You know, are they going to look up to you and be like, oh yeah, my mom and dad hate each other? Or my parents hate each other, or my moms hate each other, or my dads hate each other, whatever relationship you have, right? No, you don't want your kid to look up, if you're going to have kids, right? You don't want a random kid on the street to look up to you and be like, oh, that's what love is, right? Anyways, hold on one second. Gabe just texted me. He needs me to get a package off the porch for him. Hold on. Oh my God. I just ran up and down the stairs to get a package. And my legs are so sore. I worked out legs yesterday. Okay. I'm back. I'm a little out of breath still. I tried to catch my breath the best I could, but the show must go on, the show must go on. Anyways, we're gonna have to wrap this up. So the rest will be over on the Patreon after show. So you guys get a treat over there today. But I'll be doing my biggest pet peeve when I was dating. Okay. A little bit about toxic Valentine's Day culture, just a little bit. And then a few fuck, marry, kills before the rest are over on the Patreon. And then we're just going to be talking about celeb crushes over on the Patreon, not on here. So, but I want to talk about them on here. Okay, this is going to be a little longer of an episode. Okay, this is going to be a little longer of an episode. It's okay. So, my biggest pet peeves from when I was dating. So, as I said, I had no official significant other until I met my now fiance. We were each other's... No. He had official significant others before me. But I was he was my first official boyfriend, girlfriend, partner in general. So, dating is more so imagining if I was single now, which, by the way, I didn't plan on settling down and having a committed partner till I was like 25. That's crazy. That's crazy how different my life is from how I thought it would be. Couldn't be happier. Let me just say that. Couldn't be happier with how my life is now. But I thought I would go on dates but not date until I planned on getting married at like 25. So, biggest pet peeves from when I was dating, quotation marks, from before I got together with Gabe. So, I had a couple situationships. I'd say about 2, maybe 3 situationships before Gabe. None of them were official. One was like almost official. They said, I love you to me. And not in a friendly way. In a, oh, you're the love of my life way. And that scared me to my bones. He was 16, by the way, and I was 13. Yeah, I ran after that. So you might not be able to tell, but I'm a very non-committal person. I don't like commitment. It scares me. Guys, it scares me, okay? And yeah. So I guess the biggest pet peeve would be when people start talking about things too soon. I could talk about the concepts of marriage, the concepts of families, concepts of having kids, the concepts of relationships that last long with people. And I talked with them with Gabe like really early because we were really good friends right before we started dating. So like I had talked about that kind of stuff with him because we were friends, right? There's one situationship I had, the one that said, I love you. I had a crush on him. Listen, I had a crush on him. I was 13. He was 16. And I had a crush on him. And I fluttered my little eyes and I was flirting with him and I really liked him. And it was a showmance, by the way. I did musical theater. It was a showmance, okay? And he's so different now, by the way. I wish him nothing but the best. He's changed a lot. I was a mature 13-year-old. He was an immature 16-year-old. Doesn't make it better. But to just give context, he was a sheltered homeschooled kid, so he did not act 16 and did not have the mind of a 16-year-old boy. Definitely more the mind of a 14-year-old boy, I'd say. And I had the mind of a 15-year-old girl, I'd say. I was the opposite of a sheltered homeschooled kid. I was homeschooled, but I was really not sheltered. Like unlimited internet access and did whatever I wanted in my free time. Which loved that. Turned me into who I am. And I wouldn't change that for the world. But, we were not official. He had not been official with me. I had not been official with him. We had held hands. Okay, we had held hands. That's the most we had done. And the show ended, and like all we could do was think about each other. It was like so crazy. That's at least what we told each other, right? He said that a lot to me, and I said that back to him, and I didn't really mean it. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I feel like I am. Anyways, so I didn't feel it as much. I was not in love with this boy, right? I liked him. I thought he was fun. He was handsome. And he was nerdy. I've always had a soft spot for nerds. Oh my God, I love nerdy boys. He was definitely my type. Like, I have two types when it comes to men. Does this give too much away? No, okay, I shouldn't say anything. If you're watching this right now, by the way, I doubt you are. He was a little homophobic at the time, by the way. That's the reason I yeeted myself out of that situation. Remember one of my pet peeves earlier? Yeah, that applies to me too. If my partner is sexist, homophobic, or transphobic, I literally, like, it makes me want to vomit. And now they're no longer my partner, okay? And I said that as, like, situationship, friend, romantic interest in general, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever it may be, right? Whoever it is in my life, I'm willing to educate, and I'm more than happy to, by the way, because as I said earlier, I do genuinely think homophobia, transphobia, sexism, racism, a lot of the time, racism is like, I can't be with someone who's racist, like, period, literally, end of story. I'm so sorry. Like, that, come on, we're past that. Like, as a society, there's no fucking excuse anymore, like, in the 50s, there was a lot of propaganda, and I still wouldn't give the excuse, but, like, you know what I mean, right? It was way more normalized to be racist. Y'all, it's so... Why are there people who are still racist? I don't understand. Why there's still people that are homophobic and transphobic? I don't understand it. I'm willing to educate, though, because as I said, I do genuinely think that they're just dumb. And they don't know. They don't understand. They're uneducated. That's the experience I've had with a lot of people that talk to me and they say things that are transphobic or homophobic. I end up telling them the reality of the situation, and then they're like, oh, really? You could have Googled, bro. It's ridiculous. Anyways, but I'm willing to educate if you have genuine questions. Like, I am more than happy to educate. I'm not the best to educate about certain things. Like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a white girl who's a little fruity, right? I'm a cis white girl who's a little fruity, right? I am not the one to listen to about everything. But if I'm the only one someone will listen to, I will educate, right? Or direct them to someone who can better educate them on the matter. But I'm not willing, if I try to educate you, or you're not willing to educate yourself, or you're not willing to hear my education, done for. No. But yeah, no. People who move too fast, people who don't say what they mean. Oh my God. That's the ADHD though, isn't it? I don't understand people who do not say what's on their mind and communicate clearly. And that goes for friends and relationships. Anyways, next, toxic Valentine's Day culture. I'm just going to talk a little bit about this, talk more about it in the after show, because we are literally going over time. You guys are getting an extra long episode today. I think it's really toxic, especially in straight presenting relationships, the amount of pressure that's put on. Listen, I will never defend a man, but I do think it's kind of unfair, the amount of pressure that's put on men to show up when it comes to presents and spoiling their significant other, and the lack of reciprocation that a lot of women in straight presenting relationships give the man. I think it should be a 50-50 or nothing at all. Or if one of you guys likes to spoil your partner, but the other doesn't really like to be spoiled, then that's different. That can be the woman spoiling the man or the man spoiling the woman. Now, in gay relationships, I feel like it's just so much easier. It's like, okay, you either equally spoil each other, kind of like I said, 50-50, or one of you likes to be spoiled more and the other likes to spoil the other more than getting gifts themselves. You know, it's more of like a situation based type of amount of spoiling. Obviously there's the toxicity of just like capitalism. I'm not going to get into that, but capitalism, you know, capitalism has its benefits. I'm not going to act like capitalism period is bad. Well, I'm not going to get into this. But you know, the overconsumption on Valentine's Day, I think is just really not good. Like, oh, like I got this. This was a Valentine's Day thing from Target that I got like 3 years ago for myself. Okay. And the reason I got it is because I wanted a heart-shaped pillow. I'm using this all year long, baby. I'm not buying disposable Valentine's Day shit. That's so much waste. It's crazy. And all this comes from, as I say in every episode, if you do any of these things or you like any of these things or you disagree with my opinion, this is a safe space. I'm just talking my shit. Okay? I'm just talking my shit. You do not have to agree with me. And if you do, though, that's fun. But like, if you disagree, comment below. It's honestly, this is an open discussion place. As long as you are kind, that's okay. Okay, celeb crushes, real quick. Okay, I'm gonna put them on the screen. Okay, Pokimane. Need I say more? Need I say more? Baby No Money. Baby No Money. I have such a big crush on Baby No Money. And it's kind of funny because my fiance looks a lot like Alex. Is that his real name? Baby No Money. BB Nos? No, I'm so sorry. Billie Eilish. Okay. Hassan. And now a moment of silence for one of my biggest crushes when I was younger. Who is now a gay man. He always was a gay man, but like now he's out, right? I had multiple, Connor Franta being one of them. But Dan Howell, one of my biggest ones, Dan Howell. Love Dan and Phil, by the way. I watch their gaming channel all the time. Quarter Jade. Oh, when she did that Fox girl. Oh my God. When she was Fox girl at the Ren Fair or whatever she went to. Oh my God. Renee Rapp. One of my childhood crushes again. Shakira. I saw the Hips Don't Lie album cover or whatever it was. I'll put it on screen. And my fucking world changed after that. I was like 8. Okay? My fucking world changed after that. Miles Chronicles. I've had a crush on Miles Chronicles for a really long time. I've been a fan of Miles forever. Okay? And last but not least, Selena Gomez. Okay? Thank you. Now it's time for Fuck, Marry, Kill. Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to do one on here because genuinely we are so over time. And then we'll do more. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Okay, people are asking questions. So, okay, well, one we're going to be doing on here. Karlach, Lae'zel, and Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, good. That's a great one, Civ. That is a great one. Okay. Kill Lae'zel. I don't like racists. Listen. I know there's going to be some Lae'zel stands out there that are like, but then if you go through her story. Listen, okay. I've never romanced Lae'zel. Maybe my opinion would change if I romanced Lae'zel, but I just don't like her as a person from what I've seen. And now, Shadowheart and Karlach are the lessons left. We're going to fuck Shadowheart and marry Karlach. Because Karlach is my bitch. I love Karlach. Oh, I love Karlach. Carlac is my go-to romance character. I feel like Shara would be fun for the night, you know? But then she would be like, we're just best friends. That's just what friends do. Like, she would like have that kind of mindset, I feel like. That was an awful Shadowheart impression. But Carlac, she's a ride or die. She'd be my wifey. Anyways, if you want to hear me read more of these, go over to my Patreon. We're also going to be talking about more stuff, but go over to my Patreon if you'd like to see it. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Goodbye Darling. I will see you guys next month, as per usual. The 15th of every month, if you didn't know, is when I post these. You can listen to them on Spotify, Samsung Podcasts. There's other platforms as well. And you can also watch them here on YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, darling.